morning, everyone. Or afternoon, I should say now. I've got a 2006 CLK 350 in today. This vehicle come in with a very weird issue. So what would happen, and I can't show it because it's temperature related, is when the vehicle is running, idling with the window down, you could have the aircon on 17 degrees down here at the control panel, and that would essentially blow cool air. It would function as per normal. Now, as soon as you put the window on the driver's side all the way up, the air across all vents would go to as hot as possible. So the temp flaps would literally just change over to hot. Fault code wise, I had no codes bar a terminal 30 code for the convertible roof module in the back. What I ended up finding after a little bit of research on this system, and the shop was, or that this came from, was 3/4 of the way there. They found if you unplug this overhead control panel connector here, this white one, the fault would go away. Now the convertible roof wouldn't work obviously, because that's your switch connector there, but it would go away. And what I ended up finding was that the actual thermistor in this convertible roof module has a buggered wire. So internally there's that little temperature wire that runs across, and that's broken off. Now we've got a overhead control panel installed, nothing's initialized, but it is functioning currently. So I can put the window up and down, the fan speed will raise and lower, and the temperature will stay cold, at completely cold. Our refrigerant pressure, everything's fine. EVAP temp sensors reading, they're a common issue on these. I believe it's actually been swapped anyway. Everything else is working fine. So we had a buggered thermistor essentially in this overhead control panel. This will read cabin temperature. I'm assuming that's what it's for. It's quite hard to find tech info on it, but it will read cab temperature and communicate via CAN back with the HVAC unit here. Now I almost forgot to mention, to get this to function, I had to have the car running, and for a HVAC reset on these, I think it's 10 seconds, and you'll see these lights all start to flash. There we go. So that essentially just does a full HVAC reset. It adjusts limits, all the stop positions, reboots the HVAC module, whatever. I had to do this once I reinstalled this overhead control panel, and then our HVAC system started to function as normal. I've still got to do the initialization for the switch and everything. I've still got faults left in there. But if I put, and I obviously can't show this, but that right there is dead cold. It's probably 4 or 5 degrees sort of thing, vent temperature. And what was happening before, if I put the window all the way up, now you will hear the blower change frequency or change speed sort of thing, but when I was putting that all the way up, that was going to hot, and that's still freezing now. That's still vent temp 4, 5, 6 degrees now with that new overhead control panel here. I'll open and close the door, and that's all happening. That's a fix.